Hey everyone.
Hello from New York. We're normally in Virginia, but right now we're in New York. It just happens, right?
It is June 20th. I can't believe it's already the last day of spring.
Today's first day of summer.
I think tomorrow, isn't it?
It said today on Google that it's first day of
Oh,
summer.
I always thought it was the 21st. Anyway, so guys, a lot has been going on this month. Just, chatting among some of the leaders on the team and everybody checking in with challenge groups. And I think really challenge groups have been super, super strong this month. I believe that's the consensus of most people. But we've all had our struggles probably for the past couple of months. But we're going to focus on moving forward. And that video, what I like about it, it just reminds us that collectively as a team, we're all going to be okay, right? We're all here as a team. We're all here to lift each other up. And, even our upline is having discussions amongst the team saying, hey, how's everybody doing? Because, what we realize is that as we are growing, we want to still very much keep everybody together, because once you feel like you're going off and leading a team, maybe it's not time for that yet, or and that's okay, because together we're here to work with one another. So we're going to be coming up with a schedule. We've decided, and we hope that everybody's okay with this. We're going to come up with a schedule for our team calls, and we're going to get into recognition in just for a second. But I want, while everybody's on the call right now, and I know that sometimes people have to hop off, the first Monday of every month, we're going to be hopping on as a team. And we'd really appreciate our team show up on the team perseverance call. And there's a reason for this, okay? Stacy and I have been inviting guest speakers every month because there is only so much we can offer you, right? And we want you to excel, okay? And if we can't expose you to other great leaders that are actually on our team, cross lines, doing things the way that we're doing, then we're actually not paying you a very good service. So we have decided that the first Monday of every month, we will be getting on the Team Perseverance call. Now, if you are not in the Team Perseverance group, okay, or if your coaches aren't in the Team Perseverance group, talk to them about it, talk to us about it. We will put you in that group, okay, so that you can attend these calls. Remember, the people who should be in that Team Perseverance team page are people who are growing their business at this point. You may not want to put everybody in it, and maybe just keep them in your little groups or in our group as well. But for those of you who are on this call now, we see you every single week. We think it's really important that you actually connect and get some ideas, because we can only give you so much. So first Monday every month of the month, we're going to be on that call. We're going to be on that call too, okay? We are going to try and arrange one speaker per month, okay? That's the goal. So we're looking for 6 guest speakers from, wherever, like Coach Caleb and so forth, to be on our call each month. What week that's going to be, I can't make a promise, because it's going to be based on availability.
Our goal is to have it the third Monday of the month, right? So this way, first week will be Team Perseverance call, second week will be Team Legacy, third week guest speaker, fourth week Team Legacy call again. And again, the reason for adding and jumping on Team Perseverance's call is to get different perspective. Like Sean's saying, we're sort of a filtered way of doing things to some degree, and there are plenty other diamonds and whatnot on Team Perseverance that you may have something in common with, or you're just attracted to them, or the way they say things, or versus the way I say something, or the way
there's a lot of good leaders in that group, and I just think it'll be very beneficial.
Yeah.
The other thing is that there are a lot of good leaders on this group, okay, in our group. And, we've always said that we wanted this to be like an open table discussion. And, again, instead of hearing from us every week, we would like to get on a rotation of a team member. And we'll start with our diamonds, okay? We'll let them, start with leading calls. But it doesn't mean that you have to be diamond to lead a call. You may have an experience that you want to share with the team, and so that's when you just let your diamond know, and they can give you a spot on a call. But the diamonds on this team, what we're going to do is we're going to sign up for calls
to run
the call, and we're going to bring our teams back, because if you want to connect with your teams on a team call at another time, maybe it's just a touch, or maybe it's one-on-one, you guys certainly do what you want to do. But we don't really expect that you do everything on your own, because collectively as a team we are stronger. In the past, we've been higher in energy because we get to see each other. And I just think, not just I think we all as a group really feel that this is what we kind of need. We love it when we get together live, and we just have that energy. And so if we keep breaking off into these little groups, it's like you lose that momentum, and then you got to build it back up. So we want to keep that momentum going, and that energy, we want to keep it high. And if you're hearing from Stacy and I all the time, that's probably kind of boring. So, and we're guessing that's probably why attendance is often low. So, how cool would it be for you to say to your teams, hey, I'm running the team call tonight, everybody jump on. And, they will, because you're their coach. So, and again, this is like sign up basis. This is not like obligated, but I think it can be fun. I expect a dance party in the near future, maybe a pajama party or something like that.
I guess you can think of it as Team Legacy, Team Call Takeover. However you want to run it, you just do it, right?
You do what you want, okay? So you got recognition, babe?
Yeah.
How does everybody feel about that? Yay! I hope. We just think it's what we need to do. I mean, we can't do everything. All right. So leaders this month so far, people changing lives.
All right. Me with 1 successful point. Shannon with 2. Lauren Trushell with 2 successful points. Amanda Fertile with 2. Allison Cross, whoop whoop, 2 points. Jenna Mastroni, 2 points. And Jessica Armstrong, Success Club 5 already with Success Club 6. I mean,
it's consistency, guys. So I don't know how many of you got to see the recording of, I did a call last week on Tisha Bachman's call. So Tisha did our call, and then I got on her call. And you want to know, it was really funny. It was kind of last minute. I was running around. I did Country Heat with Amanda that night, so I did not post it to the team that I was doing this. I thought about it, and it was 2 days went by, and I just didn't make this announcement. Plus, I know it's really hard to get on calls, and I didn't want anybody to feel obligated. So I hope nobody's offended, why I didn't invite you to her call. She was kind of like, why didn't you invite your team? And I was like, I didn't want you guys to feel obligated, but I did post a recording, and I really hope, if if I could say so myself, I hope you guys really got to listen because I think I did a really good job. And
well, that's good.
my point is that what I wanted, Tracy is running her first sneak peek. She's really harnessing personal development and finding her groove. That's awesome. Is she running it tonight? Go ahead and unmute yourself, Christiana.
Yeah, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Tracy. She was trying to hop on tonight, but I think she has a full house with all her boys, and she might hop on a little bit later. But her sneak peek started today, and she has 22 people in her sneak peek. So she is starting slow each day. And so cheers to her. And she's really posted some stuff on Team Legacy, and she picked up the new book, The Jab.
No.
Jab, jab, jab. Right hook.
Yeah, so she's really working it and taking some time to mold things. So I wanted to give her a shout out.
That's awesome.
Cool. Is it a challenge group sneak peek? Is that what it is?
Like she's posting something every day?
Yeah, yep.
Cool.
Yep.
For a challenge group or for the business?
It's for a challenge group. It's introducing people to the challenge group first. I think that if this one's successful, she'll probably do another one after.
Cool.
Awesome.
For coaching.
Awesome. So we're gonna we posted Jessica Bauer Nelson's did we post
What is coaching? Yes. What is coaching?
We posted her
webinar.
coaching opportunity webinar in our page. I think it's really good. I like her voice. I like the tone of her voice. It's actually the way Team Perseverance does theirs is in a Facebook group, and they post to this Facebook group like every, I think, 10 minutes over the course of an hour. But I like the little webinar recording. It's more like a slideshow, and then and her narrating it, and then saved as a link, and then you could just share it with people. So, and tell people, hey, this is about, the coaching opportunity, and it's 18 minutes long, watch it when you can. I like the way she did it. I would love to put one together of our own team. What I really would like is if we can get some action of before and after. I know we have a couple of before and after pictures and stories on our Team Legacy coach page. I know Chrissy Walker has done one before. I know Cynthia Rondick has done one before, and a big shout out to her. She just got married this weekend. Mm-hmm. And so, it would just be great so that we can share some more of our own team as we move forward and get that together. But I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to be represented and then share it as a team as well. We've talked about this in the past. It's just never collectively come together. But it's really not that hard to put together. It's 20 slides maybe. So.
And by doing this stuff as a group, even with the Team Perseverance, it helps you too, right? The more stories you can share with people, the more success stories, and whether it's the fitness part of things, whether it's the business side of things, these are all things you can share with, oh, hey, these are people I'm involved with on a daily basis, right? See what they did. And it's just another way for you to talk about what we do, right?
I'm laughing at myself right now because I just tooted my own horn for being on someone else's call. But then I went on to another topic. I'm sorry. My point in telling you that, though, was that when I was writing there's really purpose to this. When I was saying everything that I was saying, I was speaking directly to my team, okay? And I wasn't speaking to her team. Is the quality okay here? I keep getting this message. I would really like you guys to watch it because I'm really speaking directly to you guys. I constantly hear, and I get frustrated sometimes when I hear even guest speakers come on our call and they tell us the same things over and over and over again. I'm like, tell me something different. Tell me something new. I want to learn something different. But what I realized is that it has nothing to do with anybody doing things different. They're just doing it their way and delivering the fundamentals their way, right? So we have 4 vital behaviors, right? And those vital behaviors have everything to do with your success in this business, right? And your success in your fitness, and your success with your family, and your success with your children. If you're not consistently working on it, it's not going to turn out well. There's going to be ups and downs, right? So that was pretty much what my spiel was, but taking the 4 vital behaviors and then just pulling them out as to where they can be used. And one of the ones that stuck out, I think, in Tisha's mind was recognition. You know, you may be a new coach on this call, and maybe your coaches, you know, are just level 1 VIP coaches, right? And they're just receiving their discount and really working on their fitness. But you can recognize them in the challenge groups. You can recognize them on the team coach page for their journey so far. Maybe they've been consistent for 5 days. But what about people, maybe you don't have people changing rank, but to get good at recognition, you have to practice daily. And sometimes it's merely recognizing people out in public, right? Your hair looks really nice today. It's compliments. Like, compliments really go a long way. And if you practice doing that, recognition for other things and accolades becomes very natural too. So I challenge all of you to practice that. Practice, you know, making others feel good about themselves. It may not be offering them Shakeology. Just think about creating new conversations, but start them off with compliments. And maybe you're already you're really good at that and complimenting people. And I know it might be harder for guys. You know, you can't be like, hey dude, your hair looks good today. You know, like, all right, I get it. It's a little, Stacey used to say, you know, guys don't walk around and be like, hey, you look hot. You know, no, I get it. You guys, Fred's like, heck no, I get it. You don't talk that way, but I'm sure there's a way that you do, and you got that all figured out, you know. So we're really keeping this call short and sweet tonight. We've been out all day, but we want to open the floor. Christiana, thank you for recognizing Tracy. You're right. It's really, really, really important to start being creative in how you share. You know, even if it's just inviting people into your challenge group for a few days, you know, to get a sneak peek of a challenge group. See, you know, especially if it's mostly coaches already and you don't have too many new people in there. I kind of not question that. I'm careful about that sometimes if I have a lot of new challengers, because I want their privacy to be, you know, respected. But that's always a good way too. And so I'm gonna like really let you guys take the floor. Anybody have anything they want to add? I know there's I'm looking at each and every one of you, and I'm saying, you guys have so much to bring to this team, and I want to hear from you. And I know that when I speak to each of you one-on-one, how much value you bring to me, and Stacey. And so, you know, speaking here now and connecting this way, remember, it's not just about us talking to you, it's you learning and someone else learning from you. So take it away. Let's talk, let's hash things out, let's share what's going on our minds. And I'd really like us to overcome. I feel like we've been here for a little while, and I'd really like to see the energy start building, and Summit is coming. And
but maybe it'll just take Summit to get past that, right? I don't know.
No, I think there's more going on. So unmute away.
I'll start. So I also started a challenge group sneak peek today. It's my second one. I'm planning on doing them every single month. And we have, I think I have, it's 4 other coaches doing it with me. And we've got about 30 something people in the group. And I just want to kind of put it out there that if you guys have like thought about doing one, to do it. It's really, really an awesome way to show people what we're doing as opposed to telling people, because you can tell people all day long, I feel like, and maybe I'm just not very good at telling people, but when we can kind of show and also support them, and it's my did you win the day, sorry. It kind of, it like, I think it heightens the excitement about it, and it there's no more guessing games. Like, they see what we're doing because we sort of treat it like a challenge group and also explain so much more. So I'm encouraging everyone to do it. It's really, it doesn't leave any guesses for anyone. And so if they have questions, it's not only you one-on-one giving them the answers, but you also have, other coaches, if you choose to do it with other coaches, to kind of give their take on how they do things, or their stories, and like they can maybe say things in a way that you can't, and it's just really cool. And so we started today, and we already have like these people participating. Like, maybe they walked around the block and they're like taking their little selfie, and it's just really cool. It kind of gets them ready when they finally say yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
are you posting just like a daily video?
And what we're doing is we sort of each taken on a role. So it's not overwhelming for each coach. There's one that's posting a motivational quote every day. There's one that is sharing a recipe every day, showing their meals every day, whatever it is. And then we are all posting our sweaty pics, our Shakeology, and whatever else we feel like sharing. Like, I posted my transformation. We're each posting our transformation story, one of us each day of the week. And really just kind of, if we have something to say, like today we did tree poses in my challenge group. So I'm like, I posted my tree pose and was like, we like to have fun too. And so this is what we did today. And we're just sharing. That's all it is just sharing. I will be late. Like what I did in my last one was, because we're going to do the 21 Day Fix exclusive group next week or next month. And so I posted, Autumn has a video on YouTube of the unveiling of like the 21 Day Fix box, like what you get in it and stuff like that. So just really just sharing away everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
cool.
But it's just, it's just a nice way, because sometimes I feel like I get stagnant with my conversations. Like I'm telling the same thing over and over, whereas this is just more of a fun way to do it.
Yeah. And if it's working, then
what's that?
And no, I said, and if it's working.
Yeah. And, we're not asking them to sign up for anything. We're just asking that they incorporate a little bit of physical activity, something extra into their day. And that's it. Mm-hmm. So they're not obligated to anything other than to just peek in on us and see what we do.
Cute. I love it. Who's participating with you? Is it is it like you, Allie, Jenna?
Oh, I lost you.
I was just asking.
Laura. Sorry, you keep breaking up. Yeah, it's me, Allie, Laura, Jenna, and one of Allie's other coaches, Deborah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that idea. Cool. Thanks, Lindsay.
Sure.
Anybody else? I see you guys smirking. Why is Amanda hiding?
I don't know.
Oh, I know. Because I have her suction thing, and she might be dry. Oh, no, there she is. She's got crazy hair. That's why she's hiding.
Hey, Fred. How are you, buddy? We wish we would have,
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that that's the way out. The only way I was going to see your face is in New York. Then, I'm going to hop on a call.
Stacy might stay an extra day just to be able to see you.
Don't tease me.
No, really. No, really.
we haven't booked my flight. This is
gotta
supposed to
book
be
it.
tomorrow.
I gotta book his
And,
flight.
Oh, I see.
So what's new with you?
Stuff.
You hanging in?
At this point, we're pretty much just, I'm just pretty much hanging in there. So there's that. Fortunately, I've been doing the Irish thing, so it really hasn't been working out too well. So, yeah.
Well, we're ready to have you back. And we're really happy to see you on the call. And we're hanging with you guys. So
I know. I really wish we could have made something happen, but
when things get settled, we'll see you. We'll see you.
yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Don't make me call in you like a teacher. Come on, guys. Share with us. Any amazing ideas? Any greatness? Any not so greatness? Please talk to us as a group.
I'm having not greatness today, and I'm just not sharing because I'm just in a funk. But you know, getting on things like this is helpful, and being connected to my group is helpful. And I do, you know, I do love this idea of reconnecting as a team legacy, and yeah, so I'm excited about the team calls coming up, and to share that with the rest of our team. So this is good. This is good. Got some amazing coaches, you know, who are doing some amazing things. So they continue to inspire me each day. And my funk is totally unrelated to any of this. I'm just having a crappy day.
Okay.
So yeah.
We all have them. Hey guys, what kind of topics are you interested in hearing about? Just out of curiosity, like, you know, we come up with these ideas, but it may not be what you need. So, you know, we've had a Teamsy call. I know some of you have gotten on that, and I spoke about it, and then I know that Gina Strecco had a training call last week, and some of you have seen the recordings, and I really like it, and I can tell you that it has really, really, really kept me in contact with, so yes, there's the organization factor, but by populating all of my contacts from everything into it, it's really allowed me to connect with people that I wouldn't have. They might be my Facebook friends, but they're not people that I would scroll through and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to contact that person. So what I love about it is that it makes a list for me every day, and I just contact them. And it even gives, even if I think it might be weird, it even gives me ideas. And my biggest tagline right now is, hey, you showed up in my news feed today. How are you doing?
I saw the picture with the kids. I saw you were out golfing. I saw you were doing
this.
Like
something. And
easy icebreaker. You showed up in my newsfeed.
The craziest thing is I cannot believe. One day I told Stacy, I'm like, it's like, how's it working for you? I'm like, I have like 20 conversations going on right now, and not in a way that it's overwhelming either. Not in a way where I feel like I'm prospecting them, or, you know, it's just in a hi, how you doing kind of way. Next thing you know, they're asking me.
Mm-hmm.
Or it keeps my mind also off of who I'm going to invite next, because I'm having these nice, great new conversations. And then next thing you know, the people who I did invite are coming back and contacting me. You know, so it's really just a great way to help you form new conversations. Anybody get on that call and take anything away from it that they really like?
I was on the call. I thought it was pretty powerful. And I think up front, there's just a lot of work that you have to do to sort of get it set up. You have to import your contacts. You have to go through and rate each of your contacts. But once you do that, it's going to be a really fluid way, an easy way to to contact people. So I think it's a fabulous program that's been designed specifically for Beachbody coaches, like for nobody else. Like,
you know, I don't think that there was, I didn't think that the setup was that bad. I did not go and rate every single person because that would be 1,500 people. But what I've been doing is as they show up, I've been rating them then. So that, because there's no way I'm not going to sit there. First of all, I don't have the patience for that. I'm not going to sit there.
Well, that's what I'm
15.
stuck in as I go through like 5 of those.
I just rate them as they pop up. As I connect with them, that's when I rate them.
That's exactly what I do too, Amanda.
Okay.
And setup, honestly, the importing of your top contacts, you follow the video step by step.
Yeah, I've done that.
And
I did that.
Yeah, I did it in the airport. It was like piece of cake.
Okay. Oh, good. Great.
Don't let it overwhelm you, because it's almost set up too perfectly. Like when I sit down and I do it, I'm like, how did I just bang all of this out in an hour, less than an hour usually, when before it was taking me an hour just to find the damn people I wanted to ask. Whereas this one, it's not letting me do that, you know. And like Shannon said, you're connecting with people you never would have. And literally there's times when I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? Came across your picture today. That's it. It doesn't have to, what I love is that it doesn't have to be Beachbody conversation. Those people will pop up as you go, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
The kids sound cute. So, awesome. So yeah, Teamsy is a good thing, guys. I know it's $30 a month, but I don't know. At this point, a bunch of you, you know, I know that you're inspiring lives. It's a challenge pack commission is what it is. And quite frankly, you know, you got to find what's going to motivate you to talk to more people, you know.
And it comes with a 30-day free trial. So give it a shot for 30 days. And if it works for you, it works for you. And then you're like, oh, I see the value in that $30. Whatever. I think it's like 25, right?
No, it's 30. It's 30 a month. But, you know, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your business. It's like anything else. If, you know, again, we're building a team of people who want to live this lifestyle, but we're all learning that there are awesome perks to it. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's actually a really awesome thing. And, you know, Stacy and I had a call with David, his upline coach, a couple weeks ago. And he's like, so what is it that you guys, you know, what's your purpose? What's your dream? What do you want? Where do you want to be? And, you know, for Stacy and I, it's always been really hard to make money first. We never have, even growing up, as we've grown up these years together, money was like just something, like it wasn't a priority for us. We've always worked really hard to do the things that we want to do, but it was never a focus, and somehow it's just all kind of worked out for us. So, but what isn't necessarily working out for us is our time together, right? We both, in order for us to have these lives that we have, and it's a beautiful life, we both got to work really hard. And working hard is valuable. That's okay. It's not a matter of working hard, but I would like to work hard, but maybe less, so I can have more time doing the things for the next 20 years of our lives together. And that's, you know, that's our vision, right? And so as a team, we really, really, really look at your dreams as motivation for us, because some of you have incredible whys, incredible goals, and we want them for you. You know, like from deep inside our hearts, we want that for you. And for some of you, it's time as well. You know, I know that for a fact. And what if, right? What if it could be that way? And so just realize that, you know, we are in this with you guys just as much as you guys are feeling it. We're feeling it too. Okay, it's tough. But there, you know, a lot of you school teachers, isn't it really hard to go to school sometimes, right? And you got it, right? There are kids there that depend on you, and people out there, you know, kids you need to learn, and other teachers who, you know, you need to collaborate with. And that's exactly, I just look at all this to be very parallel with our real jobs, except this is just so much more fun. And please, if you want to do this, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. We can do this. I know each and every one of you can, but you, I have to get out of my own way some days. Stacy has to get out of his a little more often.
I do. Okay, yeah.
And you know, we hope that we are just being good examples to each and every one of you, because it wouldn't be fair to ask you to do something, you know, that we're not doing ourselves. So with all that, anything else? Sana, Cindy, Anthony. Hey, Anthony.
I'm just at a. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead,
I just wanted to know what tonight's team call was about, because you didn't have it in the title. What were y'all talking about?
Sometimes we're just talking, Anthony.
Oh, sounds good.
Go ahead, Sana.
Oh, I was just saying that right now, I guess, I don't know if others are relating with this, but what I'm getting kind of stuck on right now, if that's okay to talk about what I'm getting stuck on.
Yeah.
So I have people who say they're interested. They want to know more. I will, you know, give them either it gets stopped at the point where I ask them questions to find out what's the right program for them. They just don't answer the questions, or they just don't answer. Like, it just gets stopped in a point where they just don't get back to me. And I don't know how much I'm really struggling with. I want to give them their space. I don't want to push anything on them, but I also don't want to give up if it's something where they need a nudge. I'm just kind of stuck, you know? And I also notice that the more time that goes by, the more they talk themselves out of it. So I don't want too much time going by, but I also want to respect that they might need to think about it, especially if they're, you know, it might be a big thing for them. How do you kind of navigate that?
I think actually what you just said is exactly what you can say to somebody. I don't want to pressure you, like I don't want to.
I want to give you your space. Yeah.
Right? And then and just thinking, like, when other people have, you know, I don't know if you take notes about what their whys are to some degree, right? It's like, hey, remember when they wanted to lose 10 pounds 2 weeks ago? What happened? You know, like, our group starting in a week. You know, just sort of need to, you know, this is the month for you. Let's do this now. You know what I mean? It's just, and I think an easiest thing to do is, I hear what you're saying completely. Start another conversation, right? Because then you're not worried about it, you know, in your mind. And then when you come back to them a week later, it's like, oh, I haven't really talked to that person in a week. It feels a little differently. You know what I mean? Like, where you're thinking about that one particular conversation without starting another conversation.
That's why Teamsy's so good.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I know she's Shannon is really into it. And I have time tomorrow, which I'm going to do.
You did?
If I'm not flying back. So.
Okay. So Sana, the other thing is that, you know, I know that you're a new coach, and I also know that you're a rock star. You're really good at this. So in the beginning, right, it was like very natural and easy. Like, people were like coming to you. And now you're starting to feel like what it's really like. Okay. So it's really like this. Okay. All the time for all of us, no matter how long you've been doing it. And there really is no secret. Okay. Other than, there's no secret, but there are some good tips. Okay. there's nothing wrong with, this is your challenge group, right? They showed interest in it, correct? They came to you, but you have to qualify them to be in your challenge group. And so you kind of want to, the reason why you're asking them these questions is so that you can better advise them. So there should be no problem with you saying, hey, you asked me, 2 weeks ago, you said you wanted to lose 10 pounds. What's changed? I have someone who would like to be in my challenge group, but I'm saving the spot for you. Are you not interested anymore? Or maybe you're interested for next month or 2 months from now. Put a time on it. And so
I know that Gregory, Dr. G, he says, this may not be the right time for you right now. Is it okay with that if I check back with you next month? And, this way, they're expecting you to follow up next month, and then maybe it'll just sort of, set the urgency for them to make a decision now.
Right.
But then they're expecting, if they say no, not right now. Look, if they don't change, they still want it next month. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. So.
Right. And sometimes, here's another thing, it has nothing to do with you, okay? Maybe you asked a question, and their child fell down the stairs and they had to go to the emergency room, God forbid, right? Let's just say something happened and they just forgot, right? So you can say something to the sense of, I'm not sure if my last message went through. We were in the middle of a conversation. We got cut off. I hope everything is okay. Or you can even say something like, I hope that question didn't offend you, but I want to best advise you. So put a little bit of the onus on the person who did not respond to you, but because your time is valuable. You don't want to be chasing someone. And just say, I can put you, I could call you in a month, or you can get back to me when you're interested.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, you just remember, it's your time is just as valuable. And, I think putting a date on something is kind of important, so you're not thinking about them. Like, if their name comes up and you're like, oh no, they don't want to be contacted until July.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even, other than like on their Facebook page, just so you can keep interacting with them. And I think that type of conversation will just come in time with experience. And I'm always looking for new ways to strike up conversation. This past month, I've just been lucky with conversations. Not with challengers. I still only have, one inspiration this month. However, I know that it's coming because I've had a million conversations. I just feel it. I'm not worried about it. I know there's only 10 more days in the month, but it will work out. But you got to be consistent, and you can't give up, because if you give up, even at 10 o'clock that night, there's always somebody in California who's 3 hours behind. That's how I think. Just saying.
That helps. Well, I'm in the middle. I'm mountain time, so
Okay, well,
I'm good. I can stay up late with the Californians, and you guys are inspiring me on the East Coast. I wake up, check my Facebook, someone's already worked out.
That's awesome. I love it.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
You're welcome, Sana. Anybody else? Anything? Anybody need?
I had a question pertaining to when you're inviting challengers. It was a long time ago. We were talking about Jessica Armstrong was doing just the direct kind of just telling people how it is, what's up. Instead of having to form, it was mainly not direct sales, but something to that effect. Have y'all ever tried any of something like that? Contacting people and just going right into it and seeing how that works?
Right. So, Jessica's group, up here, people cut to the chase. In New York, This is her. These are her peeps up here, and they're not wishy-washy. Like they don't want to hear about your story. They don't care. They just want, for the most part, they kind of just want to buy a product. They want to be skinny, and that's what it's all about. It's all about them.
Well, we like our backstories down here in the South, and we like to.
Well, I think it's kind of like, you know, it's hard. I mean, yeah, it just depends. It just depends. So it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to build a team and keep people around for a while, people who just buy a product are not going to be around for a long time. It's just a fact. It's just the way it is. I think every single person on this call has dealt with that. And the more you chase them, the less amount of time they actually stick around as well. So it's when people really make that decision on their own, or when they're sending you messages and saying, wow, you're really inspiring me, thank you so much. Those are conversations you just want to keep alive. It doesn't mean they're ready to be in your challenge group, but those are just interactions. So Anthony, it depends on your approach. If you would like to, I mean, people know you as the P90X guy, so immediately they're probably thinking you're gonna sell them something, perhaps. Maybe that's what you're getting. But you know, I know that you've changed it up big time on your Facebook page as well. You know, you're so much more sharing, you know, about the rest of you and your life. So,
are you talking about just, I don't know what you mean by the direct selling, like as a coaching part, or? I
think what Jessica was doing was that people were like, so what are you doing? And she just cut to the chase. She's like,
yeah, I mean, my thing, yeah, exactly. It's like, instead of just like spending 3 days talking to them back and forth about, oh, how's this going, until it finally gets to the point where they want to talk about, oh, you've been doing well, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of cutting through all that and kind of getting not right to the point like I'm trying to sell you something, to the point of just like, hey, this is something that I'm interested in. It's helped change my life. Is it something that you may be interested in? That way, you know what? I invite 3 people in a day, and I feel confident that you know what I tried and that they know. Yeah. It's like I'm not like, I have confidence to do that. It's just I don't know if that's a good strategy or not.
Absolutely, Anthony. If it's somebody who you know, and you know that you would like to do this with, or that they can benefit from
just talk to them about it. That's it.
Outright, bring it up.
Yeah. The foreign part, I would say it's more reasonable for someone you don't know, because you need to build that part of trust. You know, if it's someone you just met 2 days ago, you're not going to be able to get them into a challenge group unless they're. Oh, it's funny. It's so funny, right? Because sometimes people will buy stuff off of an infomercial, like I did way back in 2008. Oh, you know what I mean? Because I guess maybe because there is a relationship there. I sell a product and that's it, right? Whereas you're having a real conversation with somebody, and you still got to build that level of trust.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Go for it. I say if that's an approach that you haven't tried yet, you should go for it. I mean, especially if you know that there's people that you would like to be on your team. There's nothing wrong with approaching someone and saying, hey, I want you on your team. Because guess what? I've done that. And 2 of you are on this call right now.
Yeah.
You know, the point is that, yeah, I mean, try it. Worst case scenario, people say no, right? But at least
it was funny. It was funny. This girl I hadn't talked to in probably about 3 months. She messaged me during the week, and she was asking me. She was like, "Hey, I need to know of a good arm exercise." And I was like, "All right." And I didn't mention anything about. I talked to her about the programs in the past, and like, oh, if she would be interested in joining a group of mine and having all, you know, it'd be awesome, it'd be fun. And I never heard anything back from her. 3 months later, she just contacts me about arm exercises. But the funny thing was is that I gave her I gave her a few. I told her the names of a few, and she was like, "Thanks, bye." And I was like, it was, you know, I wanted to kind of talk to her more about, like, you know, if you're gonna work out like stuff like this, staying consistent and, you know, working towards it and doing not just certain single moves is what's gonna make a difference. It's full body exercise that could possibly, you know, really help you out. But you know,
guess what?
What?
Now you have a reason to follow up with her.
Yeah.
You gave her something for free, right?
How those arm workouts work out for you?
Now you have a reason to contact her again. That's it. And if she said they didn't work out so well, you can follow that up with, well, maybe you'd be interested in participating in our group so you can maintain accountable.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's simple.
And
Might not work out, but it's that simple. No, somebody's sleeping on us. Who's sleeping? I know we're boring. And I apologize for eating, but it's been a long day.
She's a teenager. She's always sleeping.
Can I bring up something that can be turned into something in the future? Because I know that I have to leave soon and it's getting late.
Sure.
So I have to focus on one thing at a time. It's just the way things are for me right now and where I'm at. And I feel like if I do one thing really well, that comes back to what we've heard before from other coaches, like Facebook. Do that really well. Don't take on 5 things. I feel like for me, oh, sorry, you can hear my little boy. For me, I'm at a pace where I need to, like, we're doing our monthly challenge group. I want to dip into like a mindfulness, spiritual fitness, wellness sneak peek. But I feel like I could do those 2 things, but I want to make sure I'm doing them well. And I guess I feel is like there's something wrong with that. Like, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I just need to say it to make peace with it. But like, I'm just struggling with like the feeling of taking too many things on at once and not being able to do them as well as I want to do. And I think it's a fear before I'm actually doing them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you're running your own group right now or you teaming up with somebody else or somebody. Maybe it's time to like ask one of your coaches to run a group too. You know, and this way you can focus on what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah, that's starting. We're starting to do that. So I'm thinking to fall. So Sana actually and Tracy are going to be co-running the July group. And I'm just thinking ahead to like, maybe that's a good time for me to do like a 1 week, some kind of wellness part of what's been my journey kind of thing, you know, for other people. But I mean, how much should we be doing? Like, do you recommend that we're doing as many groups as we can, or do you focus on 2? Like, do you know, like I've been in, you know what I mean? Like some people are doing like 4 different groups, and I'm juggling like 2. I can't juggle, you know, 2 is my max right now, and I just wonder.
So, is that groups that you're in or that you're running?
No, so right now I'm in 1 group. I've been in 2 groups before, which is fine. I'd like to run a sneak peek group on my own and then still be linked into the challenge group.
So at this point, Christiana, you are very capable of running a challenge group. I mean, I have seen you run challenge groups. I've been in your challenge groups before. You do an amazing job. Are you fulfilled or does that stress you out when you run your own challenge group?
No, I love that aspect, but I feel like when I'm running a challenge group, all of my eggs are in that basket, and I give like everything there, and then the forming and stuff falls to second or third place.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find a balance of something like a challenge group format where I can do both, because I can't do for me, I can't manage successfully right now a challenge group, a sneak peek, and forming. Like, do people form through the sneak peek? I guess is that.
So I don't do challenge group sneak peek. I know that Lindsay and some of the other groups have learned that, as you know, those are things that, you know, probably from Team Perseverance, because they do those too, or other crossline coaches. You know, these aren't things you have to do. It's sort of like when we did the clean eating challenge, right? And we did the Beachbody on Demand for a week. Those groups are merely just to generate interest.
And value.
And
right?
value.
Free value.
It's free. Everybody wants something for free. And if they like, it's a good way to introduce people to the concept and to see if they're really going to be interested.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just everyone wants to do free, but I think people want value, right?
People love things for free.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay. I think people want to find out what it's about, and if it's something that they see value, whether it's free or if it's $1 million, they're going to get it, you know?
And are they do you find that there is success in those groups? Or do you find more success in forming with private messages? Or is there a certain time of year?
I would tell you, I ran one 50, I think Cindy was in it way back when, one 5-day free cleaning that ran into like a 7-day beach
Beach Body on Demand.
When we first started, there was like 60-something people in it, right? It then went down to like 20-something. So after the first thing, some people participated, then went down to 20. And then when it eventually came down to, inviting to a challenge group, I think I got one person. Right? And I may have personally only had like 5 in there or something like that, or maybe even less than that. But I think it really is a numbers game in terms of the more conversations you have, the more real conversations you have.
Here's the thing. Those 60 people, though, were introduced to a concept. Maybe this wasn't their time now, right? It doesn't mean that they're not going to come back to you again later.
I should probably follow up with those people. That was way back in, I don't even know when it was now. Maybe January, February, maybe it was even last year.
I
think it was last year. Was it last year?
It has to be in the fall. It was in the fall.
Yeah.
It was before the holidays. But the thing is how many groups should you be running? It depends on the size of your team, really, right? Like, right now I'm running 2 challenge groups. I have one, and they might have a couple of challengers, and I have a couple of challengers, so we have like a challenge, new challengers group. And then the other one is mostly coaches, and they're doing the challenge app, and they love it. And so I have those 2 groups going, and I try and keep groups under 20, 15 to 20, because that's where I think people can actually keep track of one another and be really truly accountable. It's not overwhelming for them to connect with 3 people because they're seeing the same faces every day.
There's that one monster one in like
I know,
50 something.
that was crazy. But that was a good group.
Yeah.
But that's what I do, Christiana, and I have had as many as 6 groups. It just, what it depends on? It depends on how many people are inviting. So, but now, again, you want to teach your team to run challenge groups. Amanda runs her group. She's my coach. Cindy runs her own group. I believe Betty and Regina are running a group together this month. So how many groups do we have, I guess, as Team Legacy? Immediate, I guess we have like 6, but I'm not running them all anymore.
It's got more now. Like Jessica, doing that.
Yeah, Gregory and Jessica, and then of course, I could go, to you and Tracy and, but you really, remember, this is all about duplication. You don't want it to be too hard. So I asked you, Christiana, you put all of your eggs in one basket, but what are you doing to help yourself with that? Do you use Nav Social? Do you pre-schedule your posts? At this point, you must know what you're going to post every day, or do you post on a whim? If you're posting on a whim, that can get exhausting. It's like teaching that way is exhausting, but if year to year you're able to duplicate your curriculum and just make little changes where necessary, that's doable. So think of it that way. This way you can have time. And then was it Nikki Johnson that says she spends her first 2 weeks of the month really, 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 really focusing on challengers, new challengers and challenge groups. So she's revved up in her challenge group, but she's also looking for new challengers for her next group. So a lot of her posts publicly are about, I just started my new challenge group and blah, blah, blah. And then the second half of the month allows her, because she's hit Success Club mid-month, right? And then so the second half of the month really allows her to recognize, focus on her team and being there for her coaches and helping them prepare going into the next month and stuff like that. So it's, we all have, there's so many ways to do things. It's a matter of finding what's right for you. I like Teamsy. Teamsy may be really good for you, Christiana, because every day you look at it and it says, okay, you have to contact 10 people. Here they are. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Send them private messages. And then you're done. I get complete gratification of checking things off of a list. And the number of people you're supposed to contact per day is based off of where you want to be in, I think, 1 year from now. You put in like a physical number. So, I know it's hard. But this is definitely a multitasking thing. Definitely is. And you can multitask. I know you can, because you're a teacher, you're a mother, and a Beachbody coach. So, all right, guys, I know we've gone over, but good stuff. This is what we want. We want to hear from you guys. We want questions, and so that we can, chit chat about all this. And until the schedule, we're going to be posting a schedule next. What's next week? Just so I know. Does anybody have the date? Is it the last? I think it's the 30th. Is that right? Sorry, I'm gonna look here. I just want to look and see where.
What is it again?
Next week's June 27th. And okay, so yes, we will have our call here June 27th. And we don't know who will run that call yet. We'll let you know. But we'll be here. Okay?
Hey, I wanted to ask real quick, how was the concert?
Oh, killer, of course.
Yeah, my doctor took off Saturday early so he could go see him at Jiffy Lube Live.
Oh, in Bristol?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
We met some people at Virginia Beach, and they asked us to go to that concert, but we were already, not going.
We were going to have to, get them from scalpers. We could still go to the concert tomorrow night. There's one here tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
No.
Is it John Paul Jones?
Oh, no, we're in New York.
I was saying y'all don't look like you're at home.
Yeah. This is our New York home. This is a really cool house that friends of ours grew up in, and
my best friend from growing up.
And nobody lives here. They open up the house, the pool, for visitors throughout the summer, so it's really cool.
Did you freeze? Did we freeze?
They might have frozen. I don't know. We did?
Yeah.
What's really funny is that we're unstable and we're not even in our home. That's funny.
I was about to say, your internet follows you everywhere.
Yeah, seriously, right? So yeah, it's
American Ninja Warriors.
It's nice that we always have a home to come back home, so it's nice. So.
All right. Well, y'all have a good evening.
All right. Good night.
See ya.
Night, Cindy.